And we are back on this Wednesday morning. Dr. Jan White with me this morning, and I have to say, love it when people go back to school and finish. Is that what we're talking about?
It is. We're talking about lifelong learning, and today I brought a great example.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, Nola Osh.
How old is she?
She's 98, and she will soon be in the Guinness Book of World Records.
There she is.
And she, on May
98.
15th, received her master's degree from Fort Hays State University in Hays, Kansas, where I also received my undergraduate and master's degrees.
Congratulations to you, too.
Yeah, so there's a connection there. But the reason we're talking about lifelong learning is this is something that the gerontological community is really talking a lot about now, because people are retiring and then, you know, they're disillusioned, and that's exactly what happened to Nola.
Do they just retire and say, okay, nothing to do?
Yeah, or they're afraid to go back to school. Well, Nola, she married in 1933, and her husband died in 1972. And in 1978, she went back to school because she said she wanted to occupy her mind. So
that'll definitely do it.
She was getting bored.
Exactly.
And so she returned to community college, and actually the enrollment advisor wasn't that enthused about her return, and he said, well, you know, you're going to have to take algebra.
Trying to scare her.
Trying to scare her. And, you know, she said, well, I took it in high school, so, you know, it shouldn't be that hard. And this is the other thing.
I don't think I can do it.
Well, a lot of people, they limit themselves because they think, well, I'm not as fast, or I'm not as quick, I'm not as sharp. Well, maybe not. But, you know, like Nola.
You can still do it.
Right. It's in the hard drive. Okay. You know.
You have to apply yourself and see if you can do it first before you say, I can't do it.
So Nola was smart enough to know that, okay, the algebra's in the hard drive, and so I can get it out. I may be a little slower.
Very inspiring lady.
Very inspiring. So here she went all the way. And what an inspiration she is to me, too. And, you know, I also urge caregivers to try out school. Go back. It's a good diversion. That's why I went back. At the age of 48, I went back to school. I had a big collection of credits from various colleges all over the world. Went back to Calhoun Community College. And, you know, I went in the door, and then I went and I sat in my car, and I started to drive home.
You almost chickened out.
I almost chickened out, and I went back in, and I thought, you know, I can just do this.
You're deserving of it.
And thank God I did, because then 9 years later, here I was with a doctoral degree.
That's great.
Right. But it also provided this great diversion from caregiving responsibilities with my mother. So my message is not only to older adults, but for anyone who is looking for a great way to challenge themselves, keep the brain firing.
98 years old, she didn't seem to have any issues with dementia or Alzheimer's.
No, she didn't. And that's the other key here is we want to keep our brains sharp.
Right.
Don't limit yourself. Say you can do it. Be like Nola and go for it. And the other thing is that, you know, Nola, it says here in the article that she does take online classes and she emails, and she's very proficient at that. But she says that she likes the campus classes because, get this, that's where the fun is.
Well, see, it's turned into just a great thing for her and keeping her active, and she did it.
Exactly.
So you're never too old.
Right, and think what a benefit she is to the rest of her class. You know, the 17-year-olds and the 40-year-olds who are interacting with her, what value she brings to the course room.
And just imagine the people that met her, how wonderful that was for them as well.
Exactly.
Well, great. So never give up. You're never too old. You can do it. Hang in there.
Right.
School scares me. But
and
we'll see.
And also if you're thinking about returning to school,
right,
get the brochures, go online, seek it out, and do it now, because you don't want to miss out for the fall.
Okay. Great information, Dr. Jan White. Thank you very much. If you have any questions whatsoever, or you're not sure if you should go to school, maybe this segment is just for you. Make sure she gets it in there. All right, well, go to school. 89 years old, or 98 years old, and she did it. All right, well, I do want to say Crosspoint Church is coming up at 7:30. You want to stay here for Johnny Lee Dees, but we're going to go to a little video clip that David Howard, as he filled in this Sunday for John Dees, played in the church, and just want to share it with you. Brought to you by, of course, Crosspoint Church. We got to go. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.